Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our second episode of Unhinged. Judy, how are you?
I am great. Everybody, welcome. We missed you guys. It's been a week.
I know it's been a week, and what a crazy week it's been. First of all, we want to thank you guys for listening to us talk our shit. We have surpassed the amount of people that we thought were going to listen, and we've reached 19 countries. 19 countries.
19 countries. Oh my gosh. Which countries? Let me know.
19 countries. So are you ready for this? We have reached 19 whole countries. Now this list was a bit funny because I don't know anyone in Denmark. Do you know anyone in Denmark?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do.
All right, at least that.
Let's just not ask how I do, but I do.
Okay, all right. Okay, we're not going to ask that. But I can read out the list to you. So obviously Malawi was number 1. Number 2 was Australia, United States, United Kingdom, Ghana, Ireland, South Africa, Kenya, India, Denmark, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Qatar, Isle of Man, and New Zealand.
India? I have no idea who's in India. I have no friends in India.
I have no friends in India too. But hey, look, I am so thankful. Judy and I are really thankful for you guys listening to us. We had such a high number of listens. So continue listening to us, and we are going to make this show better for you guys.
Exactly. And we appreciate the feedback that people have been able to message us privately and everything. And make sure that you guys are commenting everywhere that you can, even under our posts. And we have more coming for you, especially when it comes to the Unhinged with P and J.
That's right. So, Judy, where do you want to start? What tea do you have for us today?
Okay, the tea that we got for us today is, of course, we have to start with current hot topics and current news that is happening in Malawi. DSTV in Malawi, MultiChoice, actually, we should just say MultiChoice, decided and released a press release saying that they will pull out from Malawi at the end of August. No more services in Malawi. They will not be providing any more services because Malawi Regulations Authority, MACRA, Malawi Communications Regulation Authority, MACRA, decided that, they should not raise their tariffs. DSTV wanted to raise it up because, as the situation goes in Malawi, everybody's raising up prices. So they're going to raise it up by, I think, 8,000 or 10,000 kwacha. And
how much is that?
DSTV said no.
Because I think they charge in US dollars, right? Do they still charge in?
No, they charge. Yes, they charge in Malawi kwacha, and so MultiChoice was saying no, that's unfair, and then Macro was saying that's unfair. Then MultiChoice was saying, listen, everybody's raising up their prices. Why are we being the only ones targeted?
It's not sustainable for them.
We're no longer having our services here. They went to court and they said, you know what? Forget all this. We're just going to cancel it.
Well, for those of you that don't know, since we are worldwide, like Candy Burris, bitch, I'm worldwide. MultiChoice is a company that gives us TV in Africa. So it's a pan-African company, and we get all the good channels there, MTV, E. We don't get Bravo, though. So it's very hard to watch the Housewives.
No, we don't,
but we get all the good channels.
Some shows from Bravo, like The Real Housewives, the main popular shows, Summer House, Below Deck. What are some shows? They did show Vanderpump Rules at a point, but it's not consistent. So yeah, TLC obviously, MTV's, BT.
Yeah. So we have all those channels, and the thing about MultiChoice and DSTV is, growing up, that played such a big part in my life. Not Judy, you weren't there, but I grew up there.
I was there. Yeah.
Okay, but But it's different. I was a teenager in Malawi, and let me tell you something. We've talked about Malawi being the poorest country in the world, one of the poorest countries in the world. There's nothing to do for people growing up other than drinking or having sex and getting pregnant. This is why our parents made sure to pay for DSTV so we had no teen pregnancies, because there's nothing to do for the kids in Malawi. Absolutely nothing. What are they supposed to do?
Yeah, true. In all honesty, yeah, true. Television was there to watch. I remember the first things that I would always watch when I was in Tanzania in like 1998, 1997. I was watching Baywatch. That was our show. You know, everybody had to watch the one TV,
Yep.
the one
Huddled
channel.
up
So the
together.
whole family was watching the same thing. And I remember watching Baywatch, you know, the Cartoon Networks and all that stuff. And everybody, every single original like African channel, African media house dreams of being on multi-choice, dreams of being beamed on DSTV, because they just know once you're on there, you've like practically made it.
Do we have
So
any Malawian channels on
yeah,
DSTV now?
yes, we have about like four of them on DSTV: Zodiac, NBC, Times TV, and I'm forgetting one last one. Sorry for the not mentioning that one. But yeah, so they're on DSTV, which means that you can watch local channels as well. And they're streamed to a much bigger audience. And as well as even those people, I should mention this, even those people that get their DSTV decoders from South Africa,
I was gonna ask that.
even
Yeah.
them too.
What?
Them too, they getting canceled too. But now the latest update is that DSTV says till they'll continue and they will not disconnect in August. So we're just waiting to see what's the latest updates, because they're not being too clear. Is it yes or is it no? Is
I
it
don't
are you
think.
canceled or no? But
I
I
don't
have a
think
feeling
they're
that
gonna
macro
leave.
don't let them stay.
I don't think they're gonna leave because I think they're trying to call Macro's bluff by saying if you don't let us up our prices, we're going to leave. But it just goes to show what are people supposed to do when there's no TV in Malawi. And multi-choice brings not just jobs for, not it brings a lot of jobs for people who install those decoders. There's like a whole underground market of, so what's going to happen to all those people? I think they're calling our bluff. Don't worry, parents, don't worry. Your kids will not be out there in the streets running amok, getting drunk. You just continue to pay that premium subscription and your kids will be fine.
Uh-huh. Yep, and it's pretty sad, but you know what? There's so many streaming services now. Practically, you can watch anything via YouTube, anything via the internet, Netflix.
And
There's
Showmax.
Showmax.
Getting into
Well,
Showmax,
what does it
guys.
mean for Showmax? Well, I guess Showmax. Okay, all right. You can still watch on Showmax, and as long as you have internet. But the internet in Malawi, let's get to that another day.
And that's a whole
Not
another
today.
day. Speaking of
Yeah.
Showmax, actually, my Showmax has just started working, which means I can watch The Real Housewives of Nairobi, and it only just started working a couple of hours ago, and I've been watching the first episode of season 1 of The Real Housewives of Nairobi. And Judy, you've seen The Real Housewives of Nairobi, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Isn't it so good?
Well,
It
I've
is
only
so
seen
good.
half of
It's
half of the
refreshing.
first episode. Now I have some questions. All right.
What are the questions? Mm-hmm.
No, first of all, shout out to Susan because she was my absolute favorite when the 20 minutes I've seen. I feel drawn to her. Her name is Susan. My mom's name was Susan. Susan is a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
I studied law. I just love her. But I was gagged to see the girl with the big butt. She was pregnant and she's like, yeah, I can have a drink, but I can't drink too much champagne because I'm pregnant.
Oh yeah, she kept on drinking in every single
I'm
episode.
like,
Vera Sadiqa.
yes, and then she's having a mojito. I was like, girl, that's rum. She does not give a fuck. I was,
She does not care. But quiet as is kept, a lot of women still continue drinking while they're pregnant. They believe that if they have no more than like 2 glasses of wine, then they're fine.
well, first of all, I am not a doctor, so I don't know that. But the way you can drink, but just go to the side and drink. Don't be, talking about, yeah, I can't have another drink because, I'm pregnant. And then she's like, I'll have a mojito. I was like, are you really having? Anyway, I'm loving the show. It's great.
And that's Vera Sadiqa, by the way.
I don't know who she is.
Oh wow, she's literally like one of the most popular influencers in Kenya, like Vera Sadiqa, and she's also like a media personality, and she's an artist. I've never really heard her music, but I know that she's an artist.
Okay, well, shout out to the girls there, and there's that white girl as well who was reading the girls in Kiswahili. I was like, you better. She's like, you're not gonna tell me nothing. I was born in Tanzania. You know,
Right?
she's like,
She said, "You better
she's
not."
like, I was born in Tanzania, so I am very excited
She
to.
said, "Habari gani?"
I'm excited to continue watching the Real Housewives of Nairobi, but what I'm more excited about is season 3 of the Real Housewives of Johannesburg. Because season 2, well,
Oh,
season 3 was being filmed, and then they got into a big argument, and the fist fights and everything. So I'm really excited to see season 3 with the new girls. So yeah, my next couple of weeks are
you're not
sorted.
gonna like it that much. I started like the first 2 episodes. There's a mix. They put the gays are up front now. It's a whole lot going on, but the reviews are not that great. Like I just saw people's tweets because my Showmax also got canceled. But I can't wait to like get back into it and really start it from the beginning and watch it like consecutively because I was just watching like episode 8, then randomly episode 10. So
Season 1 was
yeah,
so
I
good.
mean,
Season 1 with Evodia and the other white girl, what's her name? What's her name? Crystal. Evodia and Crystal were really giving Nini and Kim.
yep, they were giving those vibes. Crystal, as much as she was crazy, remember it was Crystal.
Crystal.
As much as she was crazy,
Well, it's
she was
Lydia,
giving.
actually. It was Lydia.
She gave teeth.
Okay.
And she always showed up. She fought with those girls. She showed up.
Yeah.
She did not back down.
MVP of the show. So,
Yep. So now it's a bunch of the new girls. It's a lot of new girls.
okay. So, moving on, I would like to actually give a shout out to, up and coming Malawians or Malawians that are doing great things. It's not all doom and gloom. I know recently this podcast has not been painting Malawians in the best light, but I wanted to give a shout out to the Malawian netball team. I don't know what their name is. I should have probably looked this up, but I don't.
The queens.
Oh, the Queens. There you go, the Queens. All right. Anyway, so the Queens were playing at the Netball World Cup in Cape Town a couple of weeks ago, and they ranked 7th place. And most people don't know this, but Malawi's netball team is among one of the best netball teams in the world.
Yep, they're truly, truly amazing. And we have an all-star that is Mari Kwenda. Paul, she is right next to you where you live.
She lives in Melbourne. She lives in Melbourne, and she plays for a Melbourne club out here. I don't know what they call them clubs. A Melbourne team up here. So shout out to Mwai Kumwenda and Joyce Mvula, who played at the World Cup. She's one of ours, and she was so good. She scored so many goals, and I don't know anything about sports, but her name kept being popped up there. She scored so many goals. So shout out to the Malawi Queens.
I think they call them baskets since you have to throw it in the basket.
In a basket. Oh, there you go.
Listen, points. She had a lot of points.
Well, shout out to them. But yeah, so we just want to paint other.
Shout out to them, the Malawi Queens. They really represented us well. Yep. Paul, last week you said that you wanted to get something off your chest. You said, I'm mad. What you mad about?
Well, yes. So now this is not going to paint Malawi in a good light at all. Some of you might have
disclaimer.
Yeah, and guess what? I don't care. I honestly don't care. This is coming from me, and it's, I felt like it was a personal attack. So some of you know that a couple of weeks ago there were demonstrations in Malawi, which were protesting same-sex unions and, homosexuality and everything like that, which is fine. You know what I mean? No, it's not fine, but, it's way over there, and people, you can do whatever you want. It's sad, but it's just that. Now, shock horror, you might not know this, everybody, but I'm actually a gay man. LOL. I know, gasp.
No.
Gasp.
No, I would have never known.
Never guessed it? Well, there you go. So there is me.
Guess that.
There is me coming out. So basically, the story time for today is I am in I was in a WhatsApp group with family members. Now, disclaimer, I am not putting anyone on blast here. I'm just saying what it is. I'm in a family group. Well, I was in a family WhatsApp group with my dad's side of the family. And it's like maybe what 20 odd people in there, and it's a lot of talking, it's a lot of talking, and I'm never usually in there. So first of all, from one of my family members posted in there about talking about, oh, look at what's happening in Ghana, the anti-LGBTQI movement is working. We love this for Ghana. Hopefully this can sip through to Malawi as well, because we need this. And I looked at that and I was like, all right, let me just calm down. I'm not going to say anything about it. It's okay. And then this same person goes on to send a clip of an American religious leader that came to Australia a few months ago, and he was preaching in the streets. I don't even know how he got let into the country, but he was here preaching his bullshit, just spewing hate. And then this person goes on to say, "Oh, I love that this is happening in Australia." And I'm like, whoa, 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 wait a minute.
Shots
Now that's a
fired.
personal attack. That's a personal attack. I felt like
That is like not even shade, honey.
you
She
couldn't
just threw
pick
the whole
you couldn't
she
pick
said, boom.
anywhere else. Why you have to pick Australia? First of all, I don't even know if you can spell Australia. Let's get let's let's get that out there. And
It's a difficult word.
it's so reckless, unwarranted, necessary to be spreading hate like this. And after that, a second family member went on to the group and then posted, I will be going to this anti same sex rally. And oh my God, that's when I lost it. I was like, all right, I lost it. And I don't even use WhatsApp like that. But I went to my WhatsApp stories and I was like, you better stop your bullshit. Otherwise, I'm out here. I am going to expose you.
And when you ranted, you ranted.
I
was
did.
Like,
I was
you never
mad.
post anything on your WhatsApp status, and then you were just going
I
on
went mad. And I'm like,
on and and on.
why are you so mad at the gays? First of all, Malawians, right? Now I'm going to talk generally. Malawians seem to be very offended by what the gays are doing. We don't want anything from you. We just want you to leave us alone. Leave us alone. I don't know why you women are mad. These women are getting cheated on. It's all these middle-aged Malawian women that are getting cheated on by their men, left, right, and center. How about we talk about that? We can talk about
Yeah.
that. You can talk about
And you know what? There's way too many problems in Malawi to just concentrate
on the
the
gays.
Like
You
mean
don't
to
have
tell me
multi-choice, no
some people
DSTV,
together,
no
they said, let's
fuel.
go on the streets, have our placards, and say, hey, let's just go and say we need this is anti-gay. Like what was the straw that broke the camel's back? Like what was it? Like not the electricity issues, not the water issues, not everything going up, not the fact that there's like basically no roads, not the fact that there's no petrol, diesel, or whatever the case is, but you said no, homosexuality is such a big issue.
Let me just say something, right? Because I see this coming from a lot of Malawians that are out here trying to promote this agenda of, we don't want the gays. Honey, the gays are not going anywhere. We are here to stay. We have been here. We are always going to be here. Just like your husband's side chick. She has been there. She is always going to be there, and she's going to run circles around your ass. How about you concentrate on that? There are so many things that you can concentrate on. I want to now, Judy, so I want to go back to Malawi and I want to start a support group. Yeah, support group rather. I want to start a support group for all these women that are being shown flames by side chicks, because it's really getting to their heads. Because if you want to not address the issues that are going on in your own house, but you want to address the issues that are going on in other people's bedrooms and what other people are doing, then you clearly have a problem.
They clearly have nothing else to do but just blame shift. Maybe, I don't know, maybe she caught her man with another man. You never know.
I don't know. Speaking of that, and like last time I was in Malawi, I got a DM, right, from a man that I know as uncle, you know, again, not mentioning no names, as uncle, like, grub, this is like a man that I know. He's an acquaintance of
Village
my
child.
father.
No names.
No, I'm not naming no names, but let me tell you something. A beat dog go holler, but I'm not out here to expose nobody. But this man was like, I would like to take you out for dinner. I was like, oh, what you talking about? It's things like that. And, and I feel sorry for people like that who have to stick with women that they don't want to be with just because you're in Malawi.
Yep. Yep. It's honestly so sad. And just still on this topic about homosexuality, the LGBTQ plus community in Malawi is actually, you know what, they're coming out. I've never seen more and more people come out in so many numbers. I swear, I think TikTok pushed a lot of people to come out because everybody on TikTok, like, they like to create these characters. Some people like to dress up in wigs and female clothes and all this stuff and whatever. But I know that the gay agenda is definitely being pushed. Like, people don't care anymore. Like, there's this TikToker, Electrazi, and I forgot his friend, Cherry on the Top. But they actually have a YouTube series that I found interesting, and they're just out there talking about how it is to be gay in Malawi, and they're full on. Like, when I say they're out and proud.
I love to see it. I really love to see it. And, it's beautiful that, people have the right support. They have people to talk to, but there's people there that are still struggling. There are kids that are still struggling with their queerness. And I want to say this for anyone who's listening, you can talk to me. Talk to me about, growing up like this, because I never had anyone to talk to me, or I never had anyone to talk to growing up, and that can lead to dangerous situations where you start to get advice from people that might want to do the wrong thing to you or take advantage. So I'm putting my services out there. I will help you. I won't help you, with money or to help you. I can give you advice on how to leave the country. I could, we can help each other with that. But, it's just, it's horrible. And last night I was, again, scrolling through Facebook and I came across a Malawian page that deals in transforming cars, talented. They basically pimp my ride. But
Yeah.
this guy's really talented. He's got, tens of thousands of followers on his Facebook page. And he just decided to start outing the gays.
No way.
Yeah, he's like, oh, this person is gay, this is his name, and tagging them. And it's just, and the comments that were on there were absolutely disgusting. Because people are like, oh, we found him. If we see you, we're killing you. We're going to hurt you. We don't want this in Malawi. And I'm like, it's the same sort of thing that my family members were doing. You're pushing this. You're supporting an agenda that is promoting violence and wants to kill young children. These people were there talking about, like, if we see you, we will kill you.
Yeah, that is just wrong. And that is just clearly wrong because I just always see it as everybody's entitled to have their own opinions. But there's no way that you can dictate who somebody is meant to be with in life, like who they're meant to love, who they're meant to be with, or whatever the case is. No one can dictate that for you, and no one is meant to choose that for you. Everybody has their own choosing. Everybody has their own heart and their own mind. So let people just be people. Like, I cannot see how what somebody's doing behind in their, I don't even care about who somebody is with in a relationship, in all honesty. As long as they're happy, I'm all for it. But I don't get it. I don't get how it goes to that depth of where I have to injure them. I have to hurt them because the Bible says A, B, C, D, but the Bible says a whole bunch of things. Do we actually follow them? No.
It's picking and choosing.
I'm a sinner. I definitely sin all the time.
I sin every time I wake up.
I'm just going to choose that one little thing and say, no, that's completely wrong.
It's very sad. And, I think about this and it humbles me every day to think about how I am living in this country and I'm safe, And I will give the shout outs where they're due. I will, my mother, my father, my maternal grandparents, my mom's two sisters, and my husband. Those are the people that have helped me.
Well,
Husband, honey. Those are the people that have made me who I am today. They made it possible for me not to live in Africa. But not everyone's gonna be afforded this opportunity. You know what I mean? It's just to be safe.
yeah.
I know I go out. My little outfits. It's just such a sense of freedom that it should be universal. Everyone should be able to experience this and not having to feel like you're unsafe. So again, I am going to say this: if you feel like you need someone to talk to, if you're in your feelings about it, talk to me. I'm here. You
Oh
can
yeah.
find me. You know where
I
to find me.
definitely love this, Paul. I love this. This is good because I really feel like there are a lot of people that are coming out or afraid to come out, and they're so scared. They're so scared. They're timid. They're like, I need to leave the country like right away because Malawi is not here for me. I cannot be myself. Every time I walk down the street, people think I'm different. So, and this also it's not just for the gays, it's for the lesbians, for those people that are bi-curious
Trans, just
and those people
everybody
that
who's
want to
queer.
transition. Yeah.
Yeah, that is sad. Just to move on from this topic, though, I'm just gonna say the people that are supporting this agenda, to eliminate same-sex unions or to just eliminate the gays. If you're from Malawi, one, you have other things to be worried about. You can be protesting the government that you quote unquote voted for. That's not doing anything for you. And two, do not throw stones if you live in glass houses. Because let's not
Yep.
start.
Yep.
Let's
And
not start that. Karma will come back around.
yeah,
And
yeah, definitely.
karma is coming back around because I see the people that come for me. As I say, to me that was a personal attack. And those two family members are blocked everywhere. When I tell you they're blocked on WhatsApp, they're blocked on iMessage, they're blocked on Facebook, Instagram, unless they're gonna come correct to me and say, hey, I'm sorry and I wanna learn, I did wrong. I honestly, I can see living my whole life without ever talking to them. And I will probably meet them when I come back to Malawi. When I see them, I will bust a Yui right there, walk away from you. Walk away.
Sometimes you just gotta cut people off. In all honesty, we're getting way too old to just be tolerating the same stuff over and over, the same type of mental abuse and all that stuff. It's way too much. It's way too much. You know what? Next week, I think we should touch on like mental abuse and like how some people are so toxic and they don't even know how toxic they can be.
I know that's right.
And on a lighter note, Paul, like I'm glad that you told everybody that they can reach out to you. Not no monetary stuff, child. Like and everything. And yeah. Anyways, like and for all those gays that are in Malawi, shout out to you that are coming out, that are being free in your true selves and are being out in the open because nobody should stop you from being who you need to be and who you are.
I know that's right. Something light now, Judy. Something light.
All right. Something light. Now getting to our entertainment portion. Entertainment news. Malawi entertainment news. Kelke is bringing Arya Star to Malawi. Yo, that is going to be
That's big.
insanely dope.
That is so big.
Yeah, that is insanely dope. Doing it for his 10-year anniversary in the music industry. And yeah, Arya Star. And the tickets are pretty cheap, hey? They start from like 8,000 kwacha. And they
Judy,
keep building up like
can
8,000.
Who is that?
Who? KLK?
Who's that?
Oh, Paul.
Shady. Honestly, I'm not being. I just.
Oh, Paul. Oh my gosh. Okay, when we get off this line, I will send you a whole bunch of KLK songs.
Okay.
You have heard of so many KLK songs.
I'm not trying to be.
But you probably just didn't even notice.
Okay. All right. I mean, I just asking. But anyway, shout out to that. I saw she was coming. She's also coming to Australia. She's going to Brisbane, and that's we can keep her over there. But the original Sabi girl, we love that. And we hope she actually does show up because last time Brick and Lace were meant to come over there and some R&B dude and you bought the tickets and you congregated Cool Golf Club waiting for Brick and Lace. Z. Do you remember that? There was a Jamaican man too. There was like a reggae artist that was meant to come over, and oh my god!
Yeah, and then I think Dennis Morgan came, but they played a CD. Everybody was so disappointed. Like they're not even performing live. How is like Grant Morgan, like live band type of like group performing via CD? Like
that is so funny. So
man.
I will hold my breath, and I will believe it when I see her on that stage and I see the content that people posting because Malawians, I mean, again, no shade to Kelkate, don't know this man, never met this man, don't know what he does, but you know, if he's pulling Ira Star, he must be really, really talented. So,
yeah, he must be really talented and making money because I know she's definitely a certain charge. But that's why I think the tickets he put, like the lowest that you can get is $8,000 for for those people that really just want to go. I'm sure that for a lot of Malawian teens and those ones that live in like the peri-urban areas, they can afford $8,000. They can manage to save up. If you save $1,000 each 2 weeks up until that show date, I need to pull up the flyer. I'm having problems with internet.
do you know where she's playing?
Yes, at Bingu International Stadium.
Okay,
so that's
come on,
in Area
fancy.
49, that big stadium in Lilongwe.
That's pretty cool. Love that.
Yeah, it is really cool. I hope they fill up the stadium. Like, they should have even made the tickets like $5,000. I'm sure on the day of, it'll be packed. For sure,
course,
it'll be packed. Like when, who's this? Kiss Daniels went to golf club. It was packed, I heard. And yeah, Kiss Daniels and Shekinah and Joe Boy. And there was another artist too.
You know Shekinah's daddy is Malawian too?
Yeah.
You know
Shekinah what?
Her daddy is Malawian.
Really?
Yeah. You can Google that.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, Shekinah's daddy is Malawian. But anyway, moving on, it's time for our segment called Ndatoba, where we talk about the things that have been frustrating us and just rubbing us the wrong way. So this is a place where you can rant about it and have a joke about it. Judy, what's your Ndatoba of the week?
I was going to say you should start because you started I started last time, so you start this time.
Well, I had two. I had two Ndatobas. I actually had three because I people came up to me and told me, oh, we love the segment Ndatoba, and then they told me all these things. But
Ndatoba translation in English means
tired. I am tired of. So my Ndatoba of today actually will... Guys, do not bring broccoli to work. Do not put broccoli in the microwave, warm it up, and sit and eat it. Like, I feel like there should be a list of things that you should not bring to work and eat when other people are trying to have their lunch. Broccoli smells like ass crack and unwashed earring backs. It's disgusting.
What did they put on their broccoli?
Just broccoli. Have you ever boiled broccoli? No, just boiled broccoli. I don't know, we're trying to be healthy. Oh my God. And, today, two people brought, someone in my work brought broccoli to work. And I was sitting on the lunch table with, one of my colleagues, and I'm having my little lean cuisine lunch. And I look to the left over there to the corner of my eye. I see this one putting a whole container of broccoli in there. I'm like, yo, okay. And they know that I don't like the smell of broccoli. So one of them just looked at me. I gobbled down my food so quick. I was like, no. I went and I left and I went to sit in my office for the rest of my lunch break because I could not sit there and have the smell of broccoli. So a couple of hours later, I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, it stinks in here. I'm like, yeah, it stinks. And I'm walking outside. And I walk outside to like the reception area and I'm asking the girls and I'm like, yo, someone has to come with me, like walk around because it smells kind of bad. And then they're like, oh, I think it's like our neighbors because they've got the microwave right on our wall, like in the next building. And we share the vents. And again, broccoli. I'm like, how? What sort of luck is this? So can I just say right there, like if you work in an office where it's enclosed, do not bring broccoli, do not bring tuna, do not bring mackerel. We do not need to smell that. It is horrible. Broccoli literally
my
smells like
God.
unwashed
Let me
earring
just
backs.
say to people, that's just mean.
Yeah, so that's my rant today because really didn't enjoy my lunch. I had to get up and eat it somewhere else. But yeah, and that's my Ndatopa. What is your Ndatopa of the week?
Okay, mine Datoba. Guys, I am tired Datoba of people's broadcast messages. And let me get this right. Okay. If you broadcast one message to a selected group of people, cool. Got it. I got the message. There's this event happening on this day. Cool, we got it. But if you message me back to back every single day about whatever it is that you need me to do, vote for you, like this, share this, da 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 da. If I shared it once, that's it. My share that one time, that's it. I'm not gonna share it again, especially if you're not a close friend. And let me get this. You know, this really grinds my gears. These people that ask you to share so much and broadcast all these messages, if you send them something that you want them to share, guess what they do? They ignore it. They'll never, ever post it. Never, ever post it. Those people that will want you to share something and vote for me, post this, please go on this website. I'm running for this and I want to be, Trust me, I'm not only picking on one person, but I'm picking on a whole lot of you. People that are contesting for these model shows, people that are contesting for...
Wait, are these people in Malawi or like in Ghana?
You said what?
Are these people like broadcasting messages in Malawi or is it in Ghana?
No, in Malawi. This is definitely a lot of Malawians. I don't have that many Ghanaian friends for them to be broadcasting messages.
Didn't WhatsApp stop broadcasting messages? Didn't WhatsApp stop broadcasting messages like you can only send like 4 people or something? This is not BlackBerry Messenger. Like, stop that. Like, no, stop that.
Oh my gosh. If they did, well, some people are very persistent. Like, I kid you not, they'll still send. I charge for things like that, honey. And if you're my friend, I do it for free. But
you're going to run me my money.
If I send you something, if I send you something about what's going on with, like, Unhinged with P&J, new episode, and you don't post that, I'm going to take it personal, and I'll never, ever, ever post your thing ever again. I would never, not even support it, not even like it. Even if it's free, child, even if a like is free, I will not like it.
Girl, that is so wild. Ndatopa. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening to our second episode. We do apologize for the technical difficulties, but hey, look, this is just for fun, and y'all are listening anyway, so you will bear with it. But we would like to let you know that we are going to start up some new segments on the show where you guys can write to us, whether you want to read us or whether you've got mavuto/problems, or if you just found out that your baby daddy has been sleeping with a man and you're mad about it, you can come and, send it over to us. I'm going to have the Google Forms link in the description below, in the description text of the podcast on Spotify, so you can click that. And you know what? I've even made it anonymous, so we're not going to collect your email addresses. You guys can just rant or say whatever you want to say to us, because therapy is very expensive and we're offering our services to you for free.
Free services.
It's, it's free 99.
Yeah.
You could also email us if you want. I will put the email address down there. That's going to be coming straight into our inbox. And if you're lucky, or, if your story is good enough, we might just read it out loud on the podcast.
Exactly. Especially if you have any Ndatopa rants, go ahead and please just send it.
Yeah, we want to hear what grinds your gears as Malawians.
What are you tired of?
Because I know it's tiring being out there in Malawi. Just kidding. We love Malawi. We do love Malawi.
Being tired out there in the world. Shout out to our friend in Denmark.
I know. I want to know who this person in Denmark is.
Child, that's a story for another day.
I want to know who this person in Denmark. I was shocked. I'm like, girl, Denmark?
that note, I gotta go. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. And don't forget to follow us everywhere on our social media links, and we're on Instagram. Our podcast will be also shown on YouTube. That way you can also get an easy listen for those that are not subscribed to Spotify.
We love you for listening. Bye.